do think Winnipeg gets a win here. I think the shots are coming. Both of these goaltenders are able to step up. I did the parlay of Darcy Kemper and Connor Hellebuck, both over 23.5 save shots on goal. That came in at great plus $2 and change for us there. Both of those goaltenders over the 23.5. Kemper is just juicy. But when you parlay them together, great way to go. Kempe, Kopitar, and Kuzmenko, the players you want to circle, and Quinton Byfield for the LA Kings. Kyle Connor out there, Mark Scheifele for the Winnipeg Jets. But I think Winnipeg takes this one in a game in which both goaltenders stand on their head. The St. Louis Blues and the Calgary Flames. Give me the Calgary Flames straight up on the money line to get this win over the St. Louis Blues. Home dogs that got eliminated from the playoffs because more regulation wins out of the Blues. Sign me up all day. The Washington Capitals and the New York Islanders. Give me the Capitals here on the money line to get this win. I do think this one just sneaks over the total of 5.5. I'll take Tom Wilson for the anytime goal at plus 200. The Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Detroit Red Wings. Give me the Red Wings team total under 2.5 goals. Hold your breath. It's plus 116. Morgan Riley for his points for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Austin Matthews, William Nylander. When we're looking at the Buffalo Sabres versus the Boston Bruins, give me the Buffalo Sabres to go into Boston, pull off the upset, minus 104 on that money line. Look for them to come out firing straight out of the gate. Tag Thompson, Rasmus Dahlin is who I'd look at for your points. The battle of the original six, the Montreal Canadiens versus the Chicago Blackhawks. Give me this one a hot start. First period over 1.5 goals for a half unit, minus 132. The other half unit on both teams to score at plus 162 in the first period. Give me Demidov for the anytime goal, the demigod out there, as they called him last season, at plus 250. Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki parlayed for a point. Lane Hudson, because Mo pointed out he is from Chicago, returning to Chicago here. Give me him for a point. Demidov and him parlayed for a point. And then Connor Bedard for the anytime goal for the Chicago Blackhawks. And then Kirby Dach, you got to look at him as well. He's versus his former team that drafted him. The New Jersey Devils and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Give me a hot start. Look for this one to come out fast. The Tampa Bay Lightning on the puck line in the first period, laying a half a goal. I do think this is a 2-1 first period for the Tampa Bay Lightning. The over 1.5 was too highly juiced. This is a hold your nose and look at the over 2.5 in the first period. It's going to be hard to get over the 2.5, but it was getting us great plus money if you're willing to take the over 2.5 goals. Give me Jack Hughes and Luke Hughes for a point parlay. And then on the other side, Braden Point for the point. Braden Point for the power play point. That's where we're going with that one. The Philadelphia Flyers and the Carolina Hurricanes. I do think the Flyers keep it tight. They covered the puck line their last 5 on the road. The Flyers plus 1.5, I think, is a solid way to go. The Canes over 3.5 goals if you don't want to take the Flyers plus 1.5. And this game in the first period to go over 1.5 goals. It's kind of juicy at minus 130. Jackson Blake here for the Carolina Hurricanes for a point at plus 118, second line, second power play unit. And then Trevor Zegras here for the Philadelphia Flyers for a point today. He is on that second line and top power play unit at plus 136. The New York Rangers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. We just saw this on opening night. Give me the Penguins to run it back, get another win. You're getting great plus money on the Pittsburgh Penguins. I love what we've seen thus far out of this team. The Ottawa Senators versus the Florida Panthers. Florida first period puck line all day, laying the half a goal, but then it's coming in like plus 150. Then I'm going to come back in on Ottawa. I think Ottawa can win this. Yes, they haven't won their last 6 in Florida, but I'm looking for an upset today. And if Florida goes up first, you could look at the Ottawa Senators plus the 1.5 and not risk that money line. So it is a couple ways to go. Brady Tkachuk over a goal. Brady Tkachuk for a goal. That's how I was trying to go. Utah versus the Nashville Predators. Give me Utah to get it done. You guys are minus 128 on the money line. That's too juicy. I think they get it done. I don't want to bet a minus 128 here on Utah rolling into Nashville on a Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I want a better line. I can't get it. So I'm going to probably stay off of that game or hopefully live bet it. The Columbus Blue Jackets and the Minnesota Wild. Ooh, the Wild are overpriced in this one. Give me the Columbus Blue Jackets team total over 2.5 goals. Even though we got solid goaltending versus each other, I do think Columbus, with how many shots on goal they had versus the Predators, they find a way to hit the back of the net. Kaprizov for 2+ points. Matt Boldy for 2+ points, I think is where you want to go with the Minnesota Wild. Monahan here for the Columbus Blue Jackets to get a point or a goal tonight definitely is going to be a moneymaker. The Dallas Stars versus the Colorado Avalanche. Give me Colorado for the win. Again, it's pricey. I think they win this 3-2. If you want to look at the under, that is what I'm thinking in this one. I think the defense is able to neutralize Mikko Rantanen out here. They have to find a way. Cale Makar for the power play point, but I'd still look at Mikko Rantanen for a point tonight for the Dallas Stars coming back into Colorado after you got that freaking hat trick to eliminate them. The Anaheim Ducks versus the San Jose Sharks. Home dog in the Sharks. Why the heck not? Plus 105. Look for Celebrini for the goal tonight or his shots on goal. Tyler Toffoli for his points. Troy Terry for the goal for the Anaheim Ducks. The Vegas Golden Knights and the Seattle Kraken. Seattle plus money at home to win over Vegas. Why the heck not? It feels like a great Saturday night bet. They're coming in at plus 140. Vegas is the chalkiest pick on the board. Everyone's going to have Vegas in parlays. I think Vegas is going to ruin your parlay today. So last game, Vancouver versus Edmonton. Vancouver's team total over 2.5. You got to lay a little bit of juice. You could put the other half unit over 3.5. Edmonton will need to keep pace in this game. They'll need to find a way to hit Demko's net. If Demko comes out hot, Edmonton will struggle. This is going to come down to my lack of faith in Stuart Skinner. I do think Vancouver can hit him and hit him hard. Woo! That is everywhere we were going with those bets.